Hi, I'm here with Sirius, my Mexican red-legged tarantula, otherwise known as brachypelma emilia. I know a lot of people will say don't handle your tarantula because it only stresses them out. But if you do, don't do it frequently. Make sure you're near a low surface. I mean, I'm on my bed right now, or the floor. Reason for this is in case they were to fall. Um, they're very sensitive in their abdomen. It could rupture and they could die. So you want to be very careful. Also, probably should be a species that's more docile in terms of handling. So if it's like a super speedy species like the Venezuelan sun tiger or something, uh, I wouldn't recommend that one. Otherwise known as Psalmopoeus and Armenia. Um, Usually the big terrestrials like the brachypelmas, grammostolas, are a little bit more calmer. Um, in terms of her, she is typically pretty good when being handled. When she's in her enclosure, she can sometimes kick hairs if you're trying to like kind of guide her with a paintbrush or something. But when she's on your hand, she's pretty chill. Um, I've had her since about June of last year. Um, I feed her about one cricket a week. Um, they don't always eat every week. Sometimes, if they're in pre-molt, which means they're going to shed their exoskeleton soon, they'll refuse food. Um, she's always been a pretty good eater. Let's see. If you take a look at her, um, you'll notice that that back leg right there is a little different looking and smaller than her other back leg. That's because when I got her, she was actually missing the leg, and when she molted with me for the first time, she grew it back. Um, but yeah, she's I don't know, maybe I didn't say her name yet, but I named her Sirius, after Sirius Black, and I'm not 100% sure what if she's a male or female. Um, I think she might be a male, because I did look at her last molt and it looked more like a male's molt. So maybe I should start calling her a he. In the tarantula keeping world, we do typically prefer to have females because their lifespans can be sometimes like 3 times as long as the males, where you might have like a male live for 5 years, depending on the species. A female might live for 20 to 25 years. But if it's a male, then you love them just as much. I know tarantulas are kind of scary to some people, but I like them a lot. I don't know why. It was kind of like an odd pandemic hobby I got into. Um, Taking care of them brings me a lot of joy. And some people are like, well, they should be out in the wild, living with each other, and free to roam. They're actually solitary animals. They typically live on their own in little burrows in the ground. They don't really explore much. They kind of just usually just wait for um, prey to come by, and they jump out and take it, um, opportunistically. And the only times you'll see like a tarantula typically go out of really far to explore or something if it's a mature male looking for a female mate, and that's very much towards the end of his lifespan. Um, Usually the males mature and then they live for upwards of a year, and then they do their thing and then pass away. But yeah, Sirius is pretty cool. Brachypelma emilia, good species, um, otherwise known as Mexican redleg. But yeah, and she is really chill. Anyways, peace.